baby.
Yeah. This is Travis Egan, the Delavan Mortgage Guy, and you're watching the Commerce Connection TV show. I am so pleased to have with me today Dr. Bria of Fontana Family Chiropractic. I'm a huge fan of Fontana Family Chiropractic and of Dr. Bria and Dr. Griffin and the whole staff here. And I really thought it was important. They have a great message to get out, and I thought it was important to share it with you. So let's start with, tell me a little bit, what is chiropractic for those that don't know, Jeremy?
That's a great question, Travis. And first of all, I think it's important to point out, what is chiropractic not? So many people utilize our care and our services when they're in need of crisis, whether they have a neck ache or a backache. And our profession, unfortunately, has been kicked that direction. But we're trying to bring things back in this small community to get people to understand that health comes from within. And what is chiropractic? A lot of people ask that, and they want to know what is it, because
Right.
it's important that they aren't misled or misguided into something that is not right for them. Because chiropractic is not right for everyone. It's only right for those that want to make sure that their body is communicating 100%, their brain-to-body communication is 100%. So first of all, we recognize the body is highly intelligent. If you cut your finger, Travis, what happens?
You bleed, and then eventually you heal if you use Band-Aids or whatever.
Exactly. Use Band-Aids, may put some Neosporin on there, but what does the healing process?
It's internal. It comes from us. We're already built with it, right?
Beautiful. We're built with it. We're given to it. And that's a privilege. That's called innate intelligence. So number one is we recognize that ability of the body being self-healing and self-regulating. And number two, we recognize the system responsible for that is your central nervous system, which consists of your brain and your spinal cord. Your brain sends a message down to your spinal cord. It tells the body to do everything it needs to do from when you get up to when you go to bed. But sometimes in life we go through things, some stresses. We might have heard that we're carrying the weight of the world around on our shoulders. And those stressors lead to subluxations in the spine. And a subluxation is the interference from the brain to body communication.
So it's just something that kind of interferes with the communication style.
It's exactly right. It's like static on your cell phone or static on the TV. It is just not getting the proper message there. It may get there, but just not at 100%. So recognizing the subluxation, only doctors of chiropractic are trained enough to locate them, monitor them, and manage them the rest of one's life. So chiropractic, Travis, is truly for everyone that wants to maintain the highest quality of life available to them. From babies to, we just celebrated one of our practice members' 98th birthday today.
Wow, that's
he
great.
comes in once every other week, like it's his religion. So that's chiropractic in a nutshell.
Well, and I will tell you, I came to Fontana Chiropractic not because of I had any pain in my neck or back, but because our conversations that we've had. And Jeremy over the years has said, hey, you should look into this. And I will tell you, I feel great. It's made a huge difference in my health. Still working on the physique a little bit, but in my overall health, tremendous. So first of all, thank you for that. And I really think it's important to get this message out to people.
I appreciate your thanks, but I want to thank you for allowing us to serve you here in Fontana.
Perfect. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So Dr. Griffin, what are you doing here? What exactly explain to me what some of this fancy stuff is you've got going on here.
What we're doing, we actually have invested in what we call space certified technology. It's actually certified by the Space Foundation. The equipment we use is co-funded with NASA. Very high-tech technology we're using here, because we don't want to gauge, or we don't want to guess somebody's health. We want to gauge exactly what's going on. We want to look at their nervous system. As Dr. Bria talked earlier, he talked about pain. Pain is only 10% of what's going on with your health. So in our office, we look at the 90% of your health. So we base 100% of your health on 90%. We don't base it on 10%. So that's how we gauge health versus guessing versus health. And we talk about the nervous system over here and how the body functions, because ultimately certain parts of the body control every single portion of our nervous system. Especially if you look at C1, that is the main area. Back in 1895, a man's hearing was restored after 17 years after getting one adjustment just like that. And that's how we talk about function versus feeling in our office.
So that goes back to what Dr. Bria was saying with like the static. He obviously had a lot of static coming from that part of his spinal cord that affected his hearing.
100%, Travis, exactly.
Okay.
And that's what
Right.
this, that we can specifically look at certain segments. So when we get people well, we keep them well. And just like Dr. Bria said before, we maintain their health for the rest of their life. Just like somebody with diabetes and insulin levels, they maintain their body and their insulin levels with diabetes for the rest of their life. We do that with this system for somebody the rest of their life with their nervous system.
But the difference is obviously is that it's done within.
Exactly.
You just kind of get the static out, if you will.
Exactly. And,
And then your body self-regulates.
Exactly. It does a full assessment, and that's where we do the adjustments, and that's where it gets the body to heal from inside out.
That's excellent. So, yeah, and I can tell you as someone who's gone through this experiment, not experiment, but with the equipment, I will tell you that it's pretty interesting. I mean, I sat here and looked at that, and you know, they could pinpoint specific parts of my body, and actually did have significant adjustments to my health. So thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. So Dr. Bria, if maybe Fontana Family Chiropractic isn't close by for some people that are watching the show, how would someone know how to find a good qualified chiropractor? What would you recommend?
That's a great question, Travis, and a lot of people ask us that. You know, I don't live in the area, or I live too far away. How do I come about finding somebody that's as principled as your office and that utilizes the same technology as you? Because our technology is so state-of-the-art, people want that. People want to see what's actually going on with me. So what I recommend they do is, for one, call our office and let us help you find a principal doctor in your area. Whether you live in Florida or in Massachusetts, it doesn't matter. We will help you locate someone that is on purpose and with principle when they practice chiropractic.
Now, for those of you that do live in the area and are close by Fontana, this is the lady you got to go here. This is Miss Lori, and she is awesome at making sure that she can fit your schedule with the doctor's schedule. So this is who you want to talk to.
That's right. You can call us at 262-275-5005, or you can check us out on the web at No, it's not. It's FFC at Fontana-on-Geneva.com. We just changed it.
That is right. That's our email address, and we are at www.Fontana-on-Geneva.com as our website.
That's right.
So, and that information will be below and at the end of the show,
Right.
so they'll be able to certainly find that. Once again, thank you guys. Thank you, Dr. Bria.
Thank you,
Thank
Travis.
you, Lori.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin. Thank you so much.
Before we end, Travis, I have a quick thing I'd like
Oh,
to throw in
please,
there, if you
please.
don't mind.
No, absolutely.
As our goal is to educate our community with the powers of chiropractic, anybody that is in this area that would like to come in and see our technology, take a look at our beautiful office, I'd like to offer a little gift if you don't mind.
I would love it. Normally I forgot. Normally I squeeze you guys, and I totally forgot to ask. What's the matter with me?
Well, just because we love you so much, Travis, and you're one of our great value practice members, I'd like to offer a complimentary computerized stress evaluation test that we can assess people's nervous system with the technology that Dr. Griffin spoke about in the back at our expense, which is normally over a $100 value.
So you're going to give a complimentary exam to anyone that comes in and mentions this?
Yeah, anybody who gives us a call and says, hey, I saw you on the Mortgage Guy show, we'd love to help them out.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's great. So, yeah, and honestly, that was fascinating for me, is to see all that information. So, thank you guys. Thank you all so much for that. That is really, really generous.
And remember, don't base 100% of your health on 10%, which is pain. Base it on the 90%. That's why we're here.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Thank you all for watching. Couple of things. As always, make sure you subscribe up in the upper right-hand corner here to the show, so you can get the show on a weekly basis. And then here's another great idea.
That's your left corner, isn't it?
Well, it's the right corner for the people watching. and forward the show. So when you see this on Facebook, put it on Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, all your favorite social networks. I'm sure Fontana Family Chiropractic would appreciate you sharing this with all your family and friends. And once again, we thank you for taking the time to watch the show today. See you next Saturday. Bye-bye.